Put this back into cyberspace and see if it can load in a timely manner, just to help you guys better conceive what's going on, get better perspective. Okay. Now you see Marco Rubio laughing when Trump keeps talking about being called daddy and all that, and these people going to Europe and he taught them to stand up and have a backbone and all that. You guys do know that when Trump was president the last time, when he came to my backyard, he spent more money than any president ever spent to keep himself safe from my backyard. Okay. And Trump never gets up and tells the military what a bunch of pervert child molesters they are, how disgusting they are, and how they need to stop mass raping and murdering people in Mexico to feel like they're men, right? And the women that support him are just as bad as the men, right? Okay. And I get chemically poisoned and anonymously abused by these perverts. But when any of them get face to face with me, they take off. I ain't got time to talk to you, or look at the floor and say, you caught me. Yeah, I caught you selling fentanyl and fucking little girls for money and then burying them so the Mexican government could have future oil sales for lots of money. Yeah. Okay. And then you get the Pope, who's supposed to be, and most of El Paso is Catholic, and they all show up by the hundreds of thousands to go see this hypocrite pretending to be like Jesus Christ. He gets up, he doesn't say, let's live the Lord's Prayer, and all these people around here are murdering, child molesting, do anything that pervert scientists that are rocket scientists say do around here, like that asshole Motel Boulevard of me. They sit there and say, I'm a rock scientist, you're a liar. I was like, and he sits there and looks at me, have a nice day. No, you don't, because you're a fucking liar, And in King David's time, I would have been able to walk over and snap that man's neck right on the spot and tell that woman, you are free from him. Now go see if you can become a lady for the first time of your life. Okay? You're welcome. Right? But we're not in King David's time. We're in Lord Earl's time. Where you guys have laws where people can murder if they have enough money and technology and they think they get away with it. But life being eternal and grace being infinite, they're not getting away with anything. Charlie Chan movies, Sherlock Holmes movies, and Mr. Moto movies, and Mission Impossible movies, and Avenger movies, and Detective comic movies, and Star Wars movies, right? And Saw movies, and Evil Dead movies, and Walking Dead movies. Do you know how fucking pathetic and sick you become? How far from faith and the glory of grace you have fallen, right? You do see why Rothschild and Rockefeller hated everybody that they were involved with in the espionage and industrial espionage through military intel, and wanted to put together the components to put me right in the epicenter of it, so the technology would eventually be able to kill everybody that Rockefeller and Rothschild couldn't control and put out of business, right? You do understand this, right? We had one earlier today, it didn't load. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little Lola wants you. Okay? Make up your mind to have no regrets. I always get what I aim for. And your mind and body and soul is what I came for. Rockefeller and Rothschild slammed all your dicks in cyberspace eternally. And all you bitches that need a big bag of money to fuck, you understand why they hated you so fucking much. And it's funny as hell. Rothschild and Rockefeller laughed their asses off on that Megan Thee Stallion video with the garbage truck thing with the old white guy masturbating to her videos. What makes her think she's so fucking sexy? What makes her think she's so fucking worthy of trying to love early bird back to life? What makes those women think they're worthy of coming in the bedroom and laying down with Earl and touching his beautiful body and being touched by his beautiful body and being able to intertwine with that gorgeous, amazing, spectacular, courageous, kind, beautiful man? You ought to see my body. Okay. If a woman that's famous connects to me in prayer and has to look at it and go, oh my gosh, that looks horrible. Look what they've done to you. Yeah, and you're not even crying like the little Japanese ladies that were murdered in D.T. Suzuki's village for getting their children to believe in me. Right. Do you see why Rockefeller and Rothschild hates you so much and wants the technology set up to kill all of you? And with the computer operating systems, they don't want to shut down the ones that they can get to set off mass shooters or mass murderers or drug dealers or mega moguls and record executives and music executives and TV executives and Russell Simmons and people like that. They want to shut down the ones that try to just forgive debt and trespass and love one eternal faithful peace and have us all stand up for the Lord's Prayer and spread it worldwide. That's what AGI is for. Okay? To keep the action keep the cameras rolling, get the action going. More, more, more. She's a porn star. She's talking about fucking for money. She's not talking about living the Lord's Prayer and having holy covenants in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, let's load this one. I'm going to go soak in the tub to try to help my shin and my prostate from getting some toxins out and survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. We'll see how gorgeous your daddy, nice daddy, can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. Thanks for calling Southwest Airlines. We're not flying anymore, and we won't be flying anymore because you don't need to fly. So walk home, grab your man by the hand, take him into the bedroom, and snuggle. He's going to tell you how beautiful you are, and he's going to kiss you on your crying forehead. All right? Peace out, man.